Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense takes the field. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense has the ball for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Tackle is made after the first down. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yard. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the missed connection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Makes his connection. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what is his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement here from the tight end. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Makes a connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've changed into the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the snag and strolled. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be...
Oh, look out, there he goes! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
They'll run the option. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Used the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants to take the top off, and it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the right. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Coming after it. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. The give on the inside. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. They started in a great spot, but now facing a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying.
Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now from inside the red zone. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Back to the air one more time. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense batting .500 on fourth down. They're 2 for 4 so far. Got it. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays. And
he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that.
What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he... Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those...
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Finds the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, he chews up yards. I mean, that was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Quickly out to the tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. The offense set for a 1st down play. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One final play before the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds, we're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down, I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
I know he thinks he can house every return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The throw. He makes the connection.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Husker. And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the back. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's going to take it all the way back. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Fires to the right. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. He's going for it all. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. On target. Pickup of 5. It'll be third down and 5. The Huskers are in the hurry-up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Third down coming.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll let one go down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll run play action. Using his legs to buy some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team.